Love will find you. Alright. Alright. We had the last one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get this started. Hotel of Duplicates is our last one to read today. I already checked it out. It seems to be the longest one. Well, actually, which one was it? The Furies. Sorry, not the furries, the Furies. That was actually probably the longest one. But we'll see how long this takes. Euclid, special containment procedures. A zone with radius of 2 kilometers must be maintained surrounding SCP-1919. Any roads or paths leading to the building are to be diverted or obstructed. The perimeter of this zone is to be guarded by a set of no fewer than 40 heavily armed and armored patrolmen. 40 patrolmen. God damn. God damn. Those entering SCP-1919 shall not be given body armor or weaponry. Any presence within the perimeter that is not confirmed to be a member of the expedition team is to be terminated immediately. By the way, it is a shame because we're never gonna have another SCP that is fun to say like that, like SCP-1919. Because afterwards it's gonna be like 2919, or actually 2929, which is less fun, but you know what I mean? There's only one 1919 out there. Any presence within the perimeter that is not confirmed to be a member of the expedition team is to be terminated immediately. Yeah. The official report concerning Expedition 3 is to be accessed only by those currently researching SCP-1919 and those present for the incident itself. All copies of the report have been destroyed. Revised. As of Expedition 2, under no circumstances anyone to be allowed entry into SCP-1919 until all identified manifestations of -1 pertinent to the previous entrance have been eliminated, or until such time has elapsed that all manifestation can be expected to have stopped death. Can't wait for SCP-191919. That, honestly, I feel like the SCP Foundation as a community and as a website will probably last forever. Because as long as you're creative about things, and you know, there's gonna be new things popping in our life every single day, like new animals, new plants. Like you think we know everything already, but then in the moment we know something else pops up. Like there are some animals that some of us have never even heard about before, and they just randomly just like, yeah, this exists now. And I feel like the SCP Foundation can make good use of that. Not only that, but just like new sciences. You can create new sciences. You can create new species yourself. Things based on mythology, based on books, based on history. Like there's so much you can do with the SCP Foundation. So I feel like this is like a thing that will last till there's literally nothing left. And that's going to take a while. SCP-1919 is an early 20th century hotel converted mansion located in. As of Expedition 3, the building has sunk partially into the ground on the eastern side. It is still traversable, but additional safety precautions are necessary. From the outside, SCP-1919 looks much as it did when it was first built on the inside. However, the building is massively decrepit and looks like it has been abandoned since its creation. Many floorboards and ceilings are rotten or absent entirely, and various forms of damage, example water damage, collapsed debris, cover much of the interior. Entry of the hotel by a human results in the appearance of a number of humanoid beings throughout the building, resembling the subject and wearing and carrying anything the subject possesses with them on arrival. These creatures, collectively labeled -1, typically vary from the original in several physical aspects. Observed variation between subjects and counterparts include the following: lack of body hair, mishap in cranial structure, patch of skin discoloration, variance in limb digit length, disfigurement of the mouth, sealed missing eyelids, sealed nostrils, perforations of various sizes in skin, elongated deformed jaw structure. Still waiting for the eventual AfroFluff SCP. Simple. It's very simple. It's I would be a safe humanoid SCP. Anybody who sees me has the sudden urge to touch my afro, and once they do, they become something that's equivalent of fluffy as to me. As to my afro. You either become like, you become a rabbit, you become a very, very like fluffy dog, fluffy cream. That's me. That's the AfroFluff SCP, and the reason why I'm safe is as long as I'm locked up. And I can just tell people to like just be like, no, don't touch my afro. But the moment somebody pisses me off, that's when it's like, yeah, go ahead. Do it. Touch it. And then suddenly, well. Look at yourself. Just look at yourself. -1 is responsible for the decrepit state of the building. Individuals have been recorded appending furniture, tearing out floorboards, damaging pipes, and otherwise causing small-scale destruction. The fact that they are capable of this makes the reason why to date only 3 have attempted to escape the building unclear. All observed creatures labeled -1 have behaved in a similar manner. Individually, they act aggressively with or without provocation, attempting to damage objects and structures at random. They also demonstrate a marked increase in hostility once they locate these objects or subjects who entered SCP-1919. See Expedition Logs 1 and 2. This behavior, however, seems not to extend to each other. Rather, they are predisposed to form large, coordinated groups upon encountering more of their kind. The largest observed group thus far contained members and was responsible for incapacitating Task Force Tau 11 youth hostiles, yeah. As a whole, -1 exhibits a swarm intelligence akin to that of an ant colony. It's yet unknown specifically how they communicate, but they have proven to be able to do so quickly and non-verbally. While unverified as of, all signs point to -1 possessing an organism system that allows it to send and receive signals via pheromones. The fact that killing or wounding one, even noiselessly and out of the presence of others, attracts all within an estimated 40-meter radius directly toward the one harmed corroborates this. Damn. Addendum 1. Expedition 3 saw -1 cause only one immediate fatality among the Tau 11. The rest of the task pardon me. The rest of the task force was disfigured in many of the same ways as the duplicates. Video footage suggests that this change in behavior was deliberate and not the result of successful self-defense. And succumbed to their injuries within a week of leaving the building. Despite sustaining severe damage to the lower jaw, was reported by medical staff to have repeated the phrase "in the picture" intermittently before falling unconscious. That en route to Foundation treatment facilities. Addendum 2. After analyzing footage from Expedition 3, it has come to the Foundation attention that a being located inside the building is responsible for the creation of all observed instances of -1. The new primary objective of all efforts concerning the SCP is the identification, retrieval, and containment of said being. In confronting her, researchers are instructed to get expunged. Okay, now I saw that these were long. So Expedition Log 1 video transcript. D72274 Caucasian male, age 39. C1 Dr. Limkiewicz communication relay site sound only, and T11 former head TF Tau 11 youth hostile sound only. What are you doing? The front door not opening? It was either locked or stuck. Couldn't move it an inch. The windows I tried weren't working either, and I don't want to break any of them before I even get inside. Try a side entrance or the back if that doesn't work. Alright. D72274 spends the next 3 minutes walking around to the side of the house, scanning his surroundings with his flashlight. When he arrives at the main western entrance, he pulls the handle and the door opens. And it looks like we're in luck. I think the place is air conditioned. The truly terrifying thing is the unformatted transcript. D72274 closes the door to SCP-1919 behind him. As it clicks shut, the microphone either picks up or generates a high-pitched whistle that quickly fades. Are you hearing that? What's that noise? What noise? All I'm hearing is my own footsteps in here. T11. What kind of voice do I want to give to T11? It stopped. Disregard it and proceed. Not sure what I'm disregarding, but okay, I guess. The beam of the flashlight lands on an assortment of dismantled and dilapidated pieces of furniture before lighting on a tab portrait of a young red-haired woman. Much of the canvas has been shredded, including the majority of the woman's face. The missing pieces are not seen. Move in nearer to the painting, please. I want to see something. Wait, move in nearer to the painting, please. I want to see something. That's the right voice. Shallow grooves are visible on the surface as well. They cover much of it, crossing each other in rows of 3 or 4. You seeing these scratches? They're all over the place in here. Floors, walls, parts of the ceiling. They almost look like... Shit! He ran the corner and audibly presses his back to the wall. What's wrong? The flashlight is suddenly extinguished. D72274, breathing can be heard to increase in speed. What's happening? Why'd you turn your flashlight off? I don't think I'm alone in here. Why not? Did you see somebody? Something like that. He slowly leans the camera around the corner. At the end of the long hallway is a beam of light bobbing erratically and switching on and off at odd intervals. There's a faint sound of labored breathing not coming from D72274. What should I do? What could that possibly be? You could have armed guards outside, right? They couldn't have gotten in here within the past month. It is not recommended that you approach him. Your current priority is not to evacuate D. The microphone can be heard being forced out of Dr. Limkowitz's grasp. Disregard previous instruction. If what you saw is part of the SCP, which can suspect it is, you're obligated to investigate it. Stay at a safe distance and get it on video. You have no right. Proceed. It might just be some teenagers getting high or something, anyway. D72274 stands up and looks into the other hallway again. The flashlight has disappeared, and the sound breathing from seconds before has gone faint. The D-class take a tentative step into the corridor. Let me see something. So C1 actually wanted the D-class to get out, but T11 was like, nah, you're going in there. Wow. For the first time, we had somebody from the Foundation be like, hey, get out. Right? Yeah, like communication relay side. For the first time, something this. Oh, so I forgot to do this. But yeah, for the first time, someone in the Foundation was like, "Hey, D-class, get out of there. You might be in danger." We can't see anything. D72274 makes no indication of having heard. Please turn on your flashlight. There's no response. D72274, you are ordered to turn on your flashlight. The light immediately lands on bright orange fabric, causing the camera contrast setting to obscure the video. No! D72274 starts to run, switching its lights off. What was that? What did you see? I don't. Why are you running? What are you running for? Answer me. It was me. It was me. What? What do you mean? The D-class trips over something in the dark, falling forward and dropping the video camera so that it points down the hall towards his unseen follower. Footsteps approaching him from behind, he turns himself over, scrambling away on his back while facing whatever is pursuing him. No! No, 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 no! What's going on? Stand up, get out of there. Can you move? A beam of light illuminates D72274 from the end of the hallway he has now reached. I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps because the idea of being in pitch black, right? Being in the absolute darkness, activating the flashlight for a quick second, seeing yourself, not in a mirror, It's just a body that looks like you, but a little bit off, like maybe like the jaw's off, or something's off, just staring back at you, and then you run away and it chases after you. Ugh. No. Fuck me, that's enough. Second one follows it, and then the third, all three shake and flicker as more footfalls approach the camera. D72274 begins screaming as the light passes over him. They land upon an orange jumpsuit and a malformed hand before a face comes into view. It vaguely resembles D72274, but its eyelids look to be missing, and its lips are fused together and set at a bizarre angle. Leave the camera running. I don't even like seeing myself in the mirror, man. That'd be fucked. I don't mind looking at myself in the mirror, but like again, like imagine you see yourself, but it's not a mirror. It's like it's literally you, but like it's something's off. Like in this case, his hand is malformed and his lips are just shut, sewn shut, man, or like fused together, like the fucking like Deadpool in X-Men Wolverine Origins, where like it's just like just gone. Sounds of tearing begin from behind the camera. The screaming stops after 2 hours and 26 minutes. The camera is picked up and moved to another room, where it is thrown onto the floor with force sufficient to break it. Oof. Oof. Now we have Expedition Log 2 video transcript. You're sending somebody else in there after that? I think you have enough evidence. I think you're good. D38138, Caucasian male, age 27. D4 D40076, Caucasian male, age 22. And D9, okay, so T11 is not here this time. D90124, African American male, age 36. Dr. Limkowicz's communication side, relay side, sound only. No, for this procedure, video cameras have been sewn into the clothing worn by all 3D class to leave their hands available. Yeah, I mean, you probably need to like fight back. You probably need to fight back. Protocols require me to remind you that if you try anything at all out of line with the foundation, its representative requests that you are to be terminated immediately. But I'm sure you already knew that. Yeah. Don't take it so lightly. The people guarding this place have weapons much more powerful than the ones we had to give you, and they won't hesitate to. Right, look, nobody's doing anything untoward, okay? So would you mind not saying the same shit over and over for the rest of this trip? I don't take that kind of insolence from my own subordinates. 90124. Don't speak to me that way again. I hear you, Doc. How are we getting to this place? I can't remember. You'll be taking the western entrance. Our last man didn't get very far, so you'll more or less be picking up where he left off. No shit. Sounds great. Nice and safe. That's why we got guns, dumbass. Oh, speaking of which, remember that you are permitted to fire your weapons only at anything inside the house that looks like the man whose picture you were shown before you left. He'll be dressed the same as you three, so be sure not to mistake him for one of your own, or vice versa. You phrased that differently before we left. What does that mean, anything that looks like him? So you're encouraging us to murder somebody. If it happens, it won't be murder. Interesting. Conversation pauses for 15 seconds as the D-Class approaches the west entrance. You want to kick the door in, or should I? Don't advertise your presence any more than you can help. Your priority here is helping us to gather intelligence. You're not an extermination squad. Foreshadowing? Yeah, I mean, clearly, at the end, he's making it sound like, oh, you're chasing down one man, but he probably is aware, like, oh, there's some other ones that might look, well, at the end, no, it's not one man. There were multiple versions of him running him down. But, like, I feel like the Foundation at this very point thinks, oh, this hotel created one version, or like multiple versions of the first D-Class, and that's it. I don't think they're aware yet that it creates clones or, like, copies of yourself. Fine. Can we go inside at least? We're burning daylight. I don't want to be here when the sun sets. You may enter. Remain quiet. Western entrance opens. D38138 steps into the doorway but quickly springs backwards. What the hell? A manifestation of -1 appearing as a misshapen version of D72274 bursts through the doorway. Its right arm is approximately 1.4 times its proportionate size. In addition to being visibly double-jointed, manifestation launches into the sunlight towards D40076, who can be heard shouting until D90124 fires its weapon once into the creature's head, killing it. D38138 clutches his ears. Christ, what the fuck was that? Did you know it was going to be in there? Yes, be on the lookout for more of them inside. More? How many are there? Please enter the building. How many more of these motherfuckers are waiting for us? You have been ordered to enter the building. Fail to comply, we will sold. Of course, don't bother, I hear you. D90124 stops to stare at the dead manifestation, mumbling as D38138 reopens the western door. -1 jaws hangs several inches lower than that of an average human. Anything that looks like him, Jesus could have said something. D40076 can be heard swearing audibly for the next several seconds as all 3 D-Class enter SCP-1919. As the door closes, a high-frequency noise emanates from the microphone. What's our plan? Are we supposed to split up? Yes, let's split up. Great idea. Let's make ourselves as vulnerable as we can. Well, okay, Dick. How about you think of something? Survival sound good? Stop talking. Did any of you hear a high-pitched sound just now? I hear one every time this little teenage asshole opens his mouth. Fuck you! Never mind. Keep moving. All 3 camera feeds display parts of the hallway. D72274 investigated. The portrait from 2 days previous is now almost wholly missing, and pieces of the wall beside it are scattered across the floor. What happened here? D90124 turns to face the corridor where D72274 fell. The body is absent. Red streaks lead around a corner from where he collapsed into the darkened room. Hey, we're walking. I'm not gonna yell for you. I'm coming. D-Class reached the end of the hallway. To the right is a door with the word ballroom embossed on a bronze plaque. They look at each other before pulling it open. Sunlight hardly reaches the room, illuminating only a small triangle in the doorway. You have flashlights, right? We can't see a thing from here. Turn them on. The room looks as though it has been recently gutted. Most of the floor space is unoccupied, and it can be seen easily where pictures in large frames used to hang on the 3 walls that remain intact. The southern wall is full of massive holes. From the viewpoint followed by the D-Class, the spaces in the far-off wall lead to cannot be seen. It did not look this bad from outside. One or more of you take a look at the south wall. Seems unusual. Well, go over in a minute. There's some shit over here. Check it out. What have you found? Cameras. A ton of them. D90124 points at 17 video cameras spread haphazardly across the torn up hard wood in the southeastern corner of the chamber. D40076 remains facing the south as movement within it becomes apparent. Oh no. Where do you think these cameras come from? The ones without cracked screens look brand new. Just the first because you need. Jesus Christ. Keep quiet, what's wrong with you? The wall, the fucking wall! D40076 turns and runs out of the ballroom. D90214 camera on the and flash point to the southern wall. -1 begins to emerge heads first from 2 of the gaps in it. Oh shit. The first manifestation on the left looks to be the first one that caught D72274, but the leading one on the right, aside from the sizable dent in the forehead, bears closer a resemblance to D90124. They land on their feet and begin to run with considerable speed towards the D-Class. Disregard previous instructions, leave the room immediately. Seek shelter, go! D90124 stands motionless. D38138 fires his weapon into the chest of the two duplicates, expending 4 rounds total. A brief metallic rattle comes from the floor beside where the false D-class lands face down. Fucking move! D38138 grabs D90124 by the upper arm and pulls him towards the door. As he turns, D90124's camera captures movement visible in 14 of the holes in the wall. On separate audio. This is Limkowitz. Side. Password redacted. Requesting immediate full perimeter lockdown. D4076 can be seen retracing his path to the western entrance. Blocking the door to the outside is a crowd of doppelgangers of himself and another D-class. One in the shape of D90214 raises his arm, displaying a pistol identical to the ones provided by the Foundation. D4076 faces the other direction and starts to run back down the corridor. A series of gunshots is heard after the third D4076 spins and collapses. Camera focuses slowly on western doorway until battery drains. There's got to be some stairs in here. The building got at least 3 floors. I could see 3 floors I could see before we came in. Where the fuck are... Oh. D38138 and D90214 sprint up a crumpled flight of steps to the second floor and are met with a large contingent of Dash-1. D90214 begins to reach for his weapon but instead follows D38138 up the remaining stairs to the 3rd floor. As they reach the top floor, the microphones begin to whine the same way that they did when the western door closed. To staff. Turn the volume down, I can't hear myself think. To D-class. Can the two of you really not hear that? Are the microphones the only things picking it up? I don't have a goddamn clue what you talk about, Doctor. It sounds like feedback, almost, or dentist drill. It's definitely on this end. Not right now, don't bother me with that. There's something weird up here. You feel that too? What is it? Strange feeling, kind of. We should get out of here. Probably. Both subjects move deep into the darkness of the hallway that flashes out of camera view. It's getting louder and louder. Where are you going? Turn on the light. Turn on the light, one of you. Hush! Answer the question. You are being given direct order. Keep quiet. What? Keep quiet. She can hear you. D38138 and D90124 do not acknowledge any further communication. Their camera pick up a faint white glow from beneath one of the closed doors in the corridor towards which two are moving. C1 90124 respond. 38138. The door opens and the light on the other side becomes visibly brighter. The two cameras pick up several frames of a female human silhouette moving quickly in their direction before cutting to static for the remainder of battery life. Concurrently, the camera attached to D4076 picks up an unusual sound. Okay, we'll play that afterwards. In addition to the pitch notes noted by Dr. Limkowitz, headphones were recommended. Still frames from camera D90124 and D38138 pending declassification. Okay, let's stop the music for real quick and let's listen to this. It almost sounds like some ghostly voice going before something drops onto the ground. Yep, that's an unusual sound if I ever heard one. And now the last thing is Expedition Log 3 video transcript. You do not have permission to view this file. Oh, some shit happened. Some shit went down. Oh boy. Oh fuck! This was good. Hotel of Duplicates. That's creepy. That could easily be made into a game. I would say. That could be easily made into a game, or a short movie. Yeah. I might jot this down. I might jot this down real quick. Because this is that's a good one. I like that one a lot. Here we go. There we go. It has been jotted down. All right, no, that's a good way to end, because like again, the idea of seeing yourself not through a mirror, but actually yourself in a physical manifestation of yourself with something, just something off, either long arms, jaw being different, maybe eyelids are missing, stuff like that, and it chases after you. That's pretty creepy. It's pretty creepy. I gotta say it. I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather not. Right? I'd rather just not deal with that in my life. I'm good with not. We did it also. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, right. It's like, and it looks like whatever is in the top floor seems to be some sort of like the source of all it. Some sort of like ghostly figure. Female ghostly figure. You could almost remember it did say that it was like a hive, right? And if one of them gets injured, then more show up to wherever the injured one is. So maybe if this is like, if the mansion is like a hive, like a, and also they come out of holes, kind of, it's almost like a beehive. It's almost like a beehive. The mansion is the beehive. The holes are like the little holes that the bees live in. And whoever was on, whatever the woman was at the end, is the queen. I think that's like a way to like compare and contrast it. It's not like 100% the same, but it's like an easier way to like be like, oh, that it functions like that. Except, you know, instead of bees and making honey, it makes awful clones of yourself, and seems to be collecting cameras for some reason. Yeah, no, that was good.